Well, I just got done watching the NFL Toilet Bowl on Thursday Night Football, and holy crap, was that game fun to watch. Yeah, no. I'm going to be completely honest, I'm pretty sure I fell asleep in the third quarter there. It was just not an interesting game to watch. There was 2 total touchdowns and just the rest field goals with a final score of 16-13. I mean, the Panthers' only touchdown was literally a punt return. How sad is that? Anyways, before the game, I was thinking to myself, is Bryce Young going to finally perform like the number 1 pick in the draft against one of the worst defenses in football? The answer was no, if you're wondering. To sum up the game, both quarterbacks played mediocre. Bryce Young threw 185 yards with no touchdowns or interceptions, but there was a few close calls, and that's for sure. I think there was twice when he literally threw it into the other team's hands, and they just freaking dropped it like it was a hot potato. On the other side of the ball, Tyson Bagent threw 162 yards with also no touchdowns or interceptions. But I have to say, Tyson Bagent's performance impressed me a lot. I mean, a lot more than Bryce Young did. There was never really a time where Bagent put the ball in a risky spot. Overall, he seemed pretty smart with the way he took care of the ball, never really giving Carolina a chance. On the receiving side of things for the Bears, DJ Moore caught 5 passes for 58 yards, and Cole Kmet followed him, catching 5 for 45. For Carolina, Michael Strahan caught 1 long pass for 45 yards to lead the team, and then followed by Adam Thielen with 6 receptions on 42 yards. Overall, not a great game for receivers, but other than Thielen and Moore, it just didn't seem like there was a lot of skill on either side of the ball. But that's where the run game came in, for the Bears at least. Donta Foreman ran 21 times for 80 yards. He also put up the Bears' only touchdown. The Panthers ran a collective 43 yards on 4 of their players. This stat was spread around pretty evenly, but was led by Hubbard with 23 yards on 9 carries. Also, some of you might be wondering about the previous Eagles All-Star, Miles Sanders. Yeah, he ran a whole -5 yards. You know, all this is giving me a lot more appreciation for what Christian McCaffrey did here in Carolina. How he managed to somehow have all these amazing seasons with this garbage O-line is baffling. I don't know how he did it, but he did. Anyways, Bryce Young has just seemed like a complete flop so far this season. He hasn't even had a 250-yard game yet this season, and he's almost thrown as many picks as he has touchdowns, while the second quarterback taken, CJ Stroud, just broke the rookie record. Now, some might say that it's the team that he's on, and I think that is partially correct, but as the number 1 overall draft pick, there's just not much there. He overthrows the ball quite a bit and just flat out misses his receivers most of the time. Now, he does need time to develop, as most quarterbacks coming into the NFL do, but if he doesn't show much signs of improvement following this season, it might just be time for Carolina to consider finding a different quarterback. I might eat my words for saying that, but truthfully, I just haven't seen any flashes of a star, just a mediocre quarterback at best. On top of that, Bryce Young is short, and being short is just completely useless unless you're extremely quick like Russell Wilson was in his glory days. But that can also be a bad thing, as we know Kyler Murray can't see over the line, so he has to scramble out to see his receivers, which sucks. And yeah, I'm a Cardinals fan, so I have to see that pretty much every week, but he's coming back this week, so I get more of that. Yay. If you guys have any of your own opinions on Bryce Young, make sure to share them in the comments down below. I love talking with all of you guys on your different opinions of these sucky quarterbacks, but other than that, make sure to click one of the videos above if you'd like to see more content. Anyways, Bryce Young sucks.